Record.
Welcome to the Speaking Nerd podcast. Go
All
off
right.
to the races.
All right. You know what? I'm gonna keep that in. Fuck it.
Alright, we can keep that in. Fuck it.
Usually I just wait a second and then I do the introduction, but fuck that. This is by the time when we're recording this is the day before New Year's Eve. I don't give a shit anymore. So
No, this year we can say fuck this year. Fuck all the nuances
fuck
because it's over.
everybody.
Once January
Literally.
hits, though, then we can get back to the
Back to
classic
business.
Speaking Nerd.
Yeah.
Like
Then we
good
can
shit.
then can we get back to making New Year's resolutions that we'll never keep.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's so
I've
true.
already done that one.
That's so true.
So
I think my New Year's resolution should be to do nothing different than what I've
Nothing.
ever done.
Perfect.
that's exactly
Because-
what I'll do.
Because then I can't lose.
Right, but you also can't win.
Yeah. So it's
Kind
like
of
the
stuck in the middle.
it's the perfect equinox right there.
Like I mentioned before we started, it's the perfect system.
Yeah, it's the perfect system of doing nothing.
So
Because
you wanna...
I've gotten doing nothing to down to a science, because I'm the master of doing nothing. Because it's like doing nothing is doing something,
You lazy fuck.
and doing
That's
something is worth nothing. See, you see?
I'm sure that makes sense somewhere.
Because I'm so good at doing nothing that all those fools that are doing something are just wasting their time.
Well,
Okay,
on that note,
yeah, I was gonna say.
you wanna bring us in?
So, gentlemen, for today's topics for this podcast,
And then there's Swifty.
for the topics today, we're talking about Wonder Woman 1984. No spoilers, of course, because of how recent this movie
All the
is.
spoilers. All the spoilers.
We're
We're gonna
too good
spoil
for
everything.
Fuck you.
We're too good.
We're gonna spoil everything.
We're also going to
we're
be
nice.
talking. We're also going to be talking about the Superman and Lois teaser that just came out, and also some new threads for the Spidey Man in the comics. So I guess we should just start off with
The Spidey Man, is that a technical
yes,
term?
that is a technical term, scientifically accurate,
Are you sure about that?
and
Chief?
complete bullshit at the same time.
That's the definition of you.
It's pretty good.
It's okay. I'm not mad at Marvel.
Okay.
Okay, so who's
Um,
going first? On the Wonder Woman topic.
actually, I think we should probably save that for last, since I feel
Okay.
that we probably won't get too much into.
Save the best for last.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
why not? All right, let's talk about the Superman Lois teaser, because it happened, and I don't know. It that's it.
I'm gonna be real honest, as I have several times on this podcast. I do not give a single crap about the so-called CW verse anymore.
Yeah, that's
I'm just tired.
yeah. I
Tired.
feel
Well,
you.
I kind of like, yeah, like I'm in Marvel's boat. Like I see where you're coming from, but at the same time, if they release a new show and like it's good, I'll be invested again. Why not?
Mhm.
You know?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying I won't try it. It's
Oh
just
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I've been very annoyed with their choices in the past,
Yeah, me
like
too.
past few years.
There was
Especially-
Arrow kind of ended, which
Yeah, I mean-
didn't really end.
Arrow has that. I mean, Arrow had the best track record out of any of the shows,
I
and
love
now it's
Arrow.
gone. Like,
But
I mean, there were only a few fluke seasons. I
Well,
mean,
yeah,
I
but
I'd
that's
I'd I'd say only season 3 is a fluke season.
well. Back to Lois and Superman and Lois. I think that it because it's a CW show, it has the choice of going one of two ways. It can either go the way Arrow went and kind of be long, which I don't think it will. I don't think it'll last that long because
Or be
it's
Legends of Tomorrow.
2021. Yeah, exactly. Or it'll be like really short and just nobody gives a shit about it. But I actually really like um Clark and Lois's story. So I'm interested to see what they'll do. I don't know if it'll be any different because it's Lois and freaking Clark basically.
I wish they just called it Lois and Clark.
Well, that's taken.
Exactly, but I want it to be like the second iteration of that show, kind of.
Well, that would be like calling the Dark Knight Batman Returns. 'Cause it's
You
like the
know what?
same thing, but it's not quite.
You know what I mean. I I personally loved the original Lois and Clark show because Dean Cain is a really good actor.
Dean Cain, man, like he did, like he
I lo-
was the best thing about that show, and
Yeah,
from what I've seen,
I mean
like
Yeah, me too. I haven't finished it
for
yet.
what it was a good show.
Well, what do you think, Marvel? What do you think of this teaser?
I mean, for the teaser itself, like it was just kind of whatever. Like I didn't really care about what was happening. Like
Yeah,
it was just a bunch of images, and by the
yeah.
time it ended, I was like, okay. But
Yeah.
I
I
mean, like,
have I have a little bit more faith in this show compared to what else is coming up for for Batwoman, and like the
Yeah.
we
thing
should
about it is,
we shall not talk about she who shall not be named.
yeah, the thing about, like, the only reason I'm saying this is because they have a lot more material to work off of for this compared
Hmm.
to something like Legends, or Batwoman,
Yeah.
where it's just them kind of making shit up on the spot. And
Yeah. They have a couple more shows to go off of.
yeah,
Legends is literally that.
yeah, it's just things happening. Like it's just,
Yeah, I mean, it's literally them just making it up as they go,
yeah,
and it's not very good.
yeah. But for this show, you have like decades and decades and such for Superman comics to draw off of. And
I mean, it might be just me, but I really hope they bring on the Lex Luthor from Supergirl
yeah, you know
because I don't know how you guys feel about him, but um, he has to be one of my favorite Lex Luthors.
for me, he's the only interesting character on Supergirl.
That last season was just really bad. So just really bad. I mean, I I I like a lot of the actors and actresses. Like I've enjoyed them in the past,
Hmm.
but that season was just really poor. And I'm a big like supporter of that show. Anyways, at least I was.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, it's just after a while, I just stopped caring about
Yeah.
CW in general, and I think it was literally right after like Flash season 2, because I didn't even keep up with
Yeah.
Arrow. Flash got even worse just each season, and
I
um,
mean, the last time I think with Flash was really good was like I really enjoyed season 4. I think it was really good.
To put it bluntly, Flash is trash on the CW.
Grant Gustin's really good though.
I like him.
He's a good actor, but I don't like what they're doing with the show itself.
Yeah, yeah. For me, it's like, I mean, despite like the later seasons being really bad, I mean they have some moments sprinkled through that are okay, and pretty good at times, but then uh it's just the material that they're working with is like
And and
utter
then
garbage.
and then you see Crisis. which just shows that it can get even worse.
I think I mentioned this before on the podcast. It's like you only watch Crisis for the cameos and nothing else. You just don't give a shit about what's actually happening.
Nah, that shit was disappointing as hell.
Yeah.
To be honest, I only watched it for two things: Kevin Conroy, my man, my boy, Kevin Conroy, and the Flash Easter egg thing. Not even Easter egg, fucking cameo. What the hell am I talking about? Easter eggs in a video game.
I watched it for one. I was hoping they wouldn't screw up Green Arrow's send off,
Which they
Oh,
did.
that was
but
shit.
they did.
That was so bad.
And I also watched it for the return of um Brendan Routh Superman,
Yeah.
because I'm one of the few remaining fans of Superman Returns. Don't obliterate me.
You know what's funny? I just watched it the other day, and I mean, he is like to an extent one of the better parts of that movie, but it's still like it's such a fucking boring mess. I
Wait,
mean,
what movie?
Superman Returns.
Oh, oh.
Yeah, but yeah, it was great to see him in Crisis, and I mean, he literally wore the second best Superman costume ever. Fight me, RR. Like,
I mean that's just a fact,
yeah.
and he was one of the best parts of the crossover.
For me, I would say he was the best. Like, but
Oh yeah, he was. When I think about it, yeah, he was definitely the best. I
because
mean, Arrow's episode was really good, despite the rest of the crossover.
um,
But then the Legends episode literally screws everything up.
yeah, yeah, it
I mean,
it didn't
I
even need
mainly
to
like,
happen.
yeah, I mean, Legends just persists to make me hate it even more.
Well, I think it's canceled now, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. Now we just have to worry about everything else that's happening with the Arrowverse. Oh boy. Um, but yeah, I guess getting back to Superman Lois, just for final thoughts. I mean, I'm optimistic to an extent. You know, I like what they've done with Superman and Lois in the Arrowverse, and I like the fact that he's getting a new costume finally, and they're ditching the the
AJ, you
the,
might want to
the
mute. Yeah, I was gonna say.
uh, yeah, uh,
Yeah.
yeah. They're
No, I
they're
agree.
they're they're trading off the really terrible suit they had in favor of uh, it's literally just the new 52 suit, but it looks way better than
Yeah.
what they had before. The only thing though is that I don't like. I mean, this is the problem I had with the Superman Return suit. Also, is that it doesn't really have like an open neck. I like that in my
Yeah.
super suits, and it's just something that they
No,
don't
yeah.
have for this one, and it kind of
Yeah.
bugs me a little bit. But
What?
um, I was just talking about the new Superman suit they have for the show, and how I don't like the fact that it doesn't have an open neck. So,
Open neck?
like, yeah, like it's just a more like exposed. I don't like the fact that they just kind of like, uh,
Oh yeah, I get what you're saying.
yeah. I was trying to find my words there. um, but yeah, final thoughts, guys.
It's because it like the leather just like goes all the way up to his neck.
Hmm.
Or just like half of it.
Yeah.
I would say my final thoughts are
Also,
exactly what I said when we first started. Is that I'm willing to watch it. And if it's good, I'll
Yeah.
be invested in it. If it's
Hmm.
not, then I won't.
Okay.
I mean, I have doubts because the way the so-called CW verse is going, I don't see it lasting much longer.
Yeah, that's true. It's a good point.
Because I mean, Supergirl's basically gone.
Hmm.
I mean, they're gonna finish up this next season, and then they're gone.
Yeah,
Also, Black Lightning's out the door too. Arrow's gone.
Legends I think
Don't
is done.
Legends has always had one foot in the grave. I mean, it's just a fact because it, Legends has never had good ratings,
I mean,
and
if anything,
the,
the first season was still the best one out of them all, and you watched it
uh,
for.
act, actually, I beg to differ. Two and three were better than season one.
Yeah, I mean, after they got rid of Captain Cold, though, it's like I don't care. I could literally care less about what the fuck happens next with that show. And
But the Spear of Destiny storyline, I think was really good.
yeah.
And the
All
Legion
right,
of Doom.
on to our next thing. Just gonna cut you off there, cause fuck you.
Wow, right back at you, buddy.
um. So, uh, some variant covers came out earlier this week for some upcoming issues for Amazing Spider-Man, and
I thought it was Spidey Man.
no, um, yeah,
Then you lied to me.
yeah, some some covers came out, and people kind of lost their shit because of
I don't
the
even know
new
what you're talking about.
because of this brand new suit that he's going to be wearing for an arc. I think they said, but I think first we should get into what our thoughts are on the suit itself. So
Wait, so what is this from?
this is from uh, this was just out there like a couple like it's just some
Oh, you're talking about the white
It's the
one?
white
yeah
one.
the white one yeah the bright like the one they just showed off.
It's not
I look.
terrible.
I'm gonna be honest. I think it's cool as shit. To be honest with you,
It's I
I
mean
don't
it's
think I don't think
I
it
don't
works for like the Amazing Spider-Man, like the normal storyline.
Hmm.
It looks
yeah,
like a futuristic suit.
it does.
Where
I
I wouldn't
I
lose my shit over it though.
I think it's a cool
It's
suit.
cool.
It just doesn't necessarily work for the storyline.
Yeah.
um yeah
I
I
mean,
mean
we've seen Spider-Man in a white suit before.
yeah. Yeah, I know. I mean, I can understand why people are. I mean, the thing about it is like, I don't think it's bad. Like, it's not a bad looking suit. I mean, if anything, I'd just kind of swap some colors around. Like, particularly, I'm not really a fan of the white. I'd kind of trade that for like a red or something, but that's just me. But
Yeah.
it's not bad. And the thing
Yeah, I
is,
agree.
it's not permanent. Like it's not he's not going to be wearing this from now on. It's just going to be for like a couple issues and then it's going to be out the door. So
Yeah.
like I mean it just
I mean, come on, nerds, just chill out. It's
yeah,
just a Spider-Man
yeah,
suit.
Twitter.
Twitter, just shut up.
Yeah. Nobody
Just chill out.
for
It,
a fact nobody complains this much like on Facebook or Instagram about this
yeah,
shit. Like
I mean,
it's always Twitter.
face Facebook is just memes,
Yeah. Yeah. It's just
and Twitter is just for arguing and yelling.
it's just for bitching and complaining.
That's literally what it's about. And I wish those people would leave.
Um
So if any of those people are watching this, please leave. Like just get out of here. We don't like you.
yeah.
But if you're not that person, then please subscribe to my YouTube channel.
Yeah, I guess. I guess you can do that. Um,
I don't guess. You should do that.
you know what I just thought of for this suit? I mean, it's even though it's going to be gone in a short amount of time, I'm actually like excited to see it like pop up in like the Insomniac games because I know for a fact they're going to make it look even better in 3D.
Yeah.
Insomniac can basically make anything look better.
Yeah. I mean, Fear itself still looks bad, but
I mean, that's kind of hard to make look better.
yeah, it's true.
There's some things that are just bad.
Yeah. There are some things in this world that will never be good, and Fear itself, Spidey, is one of
Yeah.
them.
That's just an unalienable truth.
Yeah. Can't deny it. Set in
Can't
stone.
deny it, guys. Just like how I'm probably gonna get some people mad about this, but just gonna say Spider-Man Far From Home is it's not terrible, but it's mid. It's mid, guys.
Yeah, it's not awful.
It's not. Yeah, that's what I'm
It's
saying.
not
It's not.
it's not
Awful.
great either.
It's not awful. That's why I called it mid. It's like middle of the road, Spidey. I mean, like the second act is good, but the first act is.
I think if anything you're gonna take away from that
I can't
movie
even.
is I think if you're gonna take anything
Um,
away from that movie is that it gave
Peter
us one
Park.
of the best spider suits of all the
It,
films.
it also gave us one of the best Spider-Man scenes with the Mysterio like dream sequence or whatever.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
I mean, it literally looks like it came from a comic book.
It was great.
Yeah,
I
I
loved
mean,
it.
yeah, that's why I'm saying second act I really enjoy, but the first act kind of like pains me a lot. Like when Peter almost kills one of his classmates because they're flirting with his crush.
With a drone.
Also, why would Tony give Peter a drone?
Who knows, man?
Like, why? Why? I mean, Tony wasn't that stupid, was he?
He made Ultron, so
But he's a 17-year-old kid. Should you have learned from Ultron?
also he's kind of responsible for Aldrich Killian, so
Well, also he was somewhat responsible for Mysterio, Vulture,
Whiplash.
a few others.
Man, Tony, get your shit together.
You really screwed the pooch on that one.
So Wonder Woman, I guess we should just get to that, since that's what you've all been waiting for.
Right before we go to Wonder Woman, I just had a funny joke to say.
What's that?
What if the guy who killed Uncle Ben in the MCU was someone formerly employed by Tony Stark?
No, in the MCU, that's exactly what it is.
We'll probably get that answer in Spider-Man 3.
Uh,
Amidst all the
if
other
we-
shit happening.
No, I think we're gonna focus on the other Spider-Man, even though we haven't fully characterized the Spider-Man we're supposed to get to know. But that's question for another day.
He went through 2 movies of the same fucking arc.
Yeah,
God damn it.
he still isn't really Spider-Man.
That's still bullshit. Okay, enough spider talk for today. Let's talk about Wonder Woman 84. It came out
Wonder
in
Talk.
Wonder Talk. came out and words were said, I guess, on Twitter, and
A lot of mean words.
yeah,
But also a lot of good words.
yeah. I mean, if
Yeah,
anything,
from me.
we got a really good meme out of it. But
Yes,
but
life is good, but it
yes,
can be better.
Fucking love those memes.
I do too. Um, so I take it like you guys seen it, right? Both of you
Yeah,
seen?
I
Okay,
watched it on Christmas Day.
Yes,
okay. Um, I didn't see it
I watched
because
it.
virus, and we don't have HBO Max in Canada, so I'm gonna let you two take the helm and talk about this.
Okay, DC, you gotta get your crap together. Bring HBO Max to Canada or else.
Yeah, I need you to
And
do this for. I need you to
and
do me a solid.
and DC, if you ask or else what, you know what I'm gonna say? I have a particular set of skills I've acquired over a long career,
That does
skills that
not
make me
sound
a
like Liam
nightmare for
Neeson.
men like.
Does not sound like Liam Neeson.
Shut up! You don't sound like Liam Neeson. I
You've never heard my
sound
impression.
because you suck.
I quit.
Skills that make me a
Um,
nightmare
Oh
for
my
men like
god.
you.
Anyway,
If you do not bring HBO
anyway,
Max,
what did you
if you do
guys
not bring,
think of Wonder Woman? No spoilers, by the way.
I will spoil everything.
No, you will not.
don't you do it or
Yes, I
we will
will.
kick you.
I'll kick
See
you
what
first.
happened with Alter. Um, all right, I'll go first. So I thought Wonder Woman 1984 was like, like it saved 2020 for what was left to be saved.
Wow.
Um, like there wasn't much to be saved, but it saved it. And I was like, I have to watch it a second time. I haven't gotten around to watching it a second time because I think
Me too.
I can only give things proper ratings when I watch them more than once, just
Hmm.
from my experience.
Yeah.
But for my first viewing, I really liked it. I thought, obviously, Pedro Pascal was the best part of the movie, um, and that motherfucker was incredible in that movie. He like he made me think that that motherfucker was literally Max. Like it was crazy. It was great. But Gal was great in it. Chris Pine was great in it. The story had some weird like tidbits about it that I wasn't too happy about, but it wasn't like anything to like make me think any like terribly less about the movie. So
The
I
visuals
rated it an 8 out of 10
the
right
visuals were
now.
amazing.
Oh yeah, it looked great. It was a great looking movie. But yeah, I loved it. Um, I really enjoyed it, and it was a great way to end the year. I think.
May I speak now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
sure.
forever hold your peace?
Okay. Do it before I change my mind.
Okay. I love Wonder Woman 84. It's in my top 5 superhero movies now.
Wow.
So Twitter, if you want to yell at me, go ahead. I don't care.
That's like, ooh, man.
Like it made me feel like, when I was a kid watching uh Richard Donner's Superman again, or watching Tim Burton's Batman again, or all of my favorite superhero movies.
Hmm.
I mean, plus, not gonna lie, the a certain scene with Pedro Pascal made me cry.
Oh yeah, me too. That scene made me. I actually couldn't cry because I was in the room with somebody else, and I was like, "Don't do it! Don't break! Don't break!"
It
So
was
I
in a
didn't
dark
cry.
it was in a dark movie theater, so my brother couldn't see me. So
Oh, okay. Well, I was not in a dark movie theater. I was in my living room, and
so I,
people
I
could see me.
so I could hide my shame.
Yep.
But But yeah, it was a great movie.
I mean, it was just phenomenal. I mean, that was the best superhero movie experience I've had in like years.
Me too. I agree with that. It was definitely my best superhero movie experience in a
I
while.
mean, was did Shazam come out in 2019?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the last really good superhero movie I've seen.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I want to ask both of you my biggest question before I watch this movie.
Hmm.
Does this actually have a good third act?
I
Um,
I personally love the third act.
it all depends on what you look for in a third act. I think.
Yeah, I mean, I thought the third act in this
I
film
think.
was
I think it's a.
superior to the one in the first movie.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'll tell you this: the first 20 minutes of the movie were really boring as shit. Um, like in my opinion, I was like, okay, Kristen Wiig, you're kind of fucking annoying. Okay, um, we get it. You're like lonely, but that's it.
Okay.
That was like it was like 20 minutes of that, and then when you get to the second act and the end of the first act, that's when the movie really picks up good, and the third act was really good. So I
There
thought it
was,
was a good third act.
I mean, one good thing about the first, what was it? Did you say 20 minutes?
Yeah, no
One good
spoilers.
thing about that was that one fight scene. You know what I'm talking about, Swifty.
Oh, was that the first 20 minutes?
I think that
Was
was
that
the first scene, wasn't it?
no? Wait, was it?
With
Well,
the
if it was, then that was a great part.
yeah, I
But for the
mean
most
that
part, like the
my
characters were just when they were introduced, it was
my
boring as hell.
I mean above all, favorite thing about this movie is that Wonder Woman is actually saving people,
Oh yeah, it was good. I
which
yeah.
You mean to tell
which is
me that the superhero movie actually has a superhero in it?
Yes.
I know it's
Wow.
surprising. You don't expect a superhero to actually save people.
I
You just want
know.
them to you just want them to punch people.
Yeah, that's how it's been like the last 10 years. Like just
I mean, like, I literally none of the superhero movies focus on the superhero actually saving people.
Well, yeah, that's true. That's true. Like
I mean,
BVS was just a bunch of fucking murder. Murder, I tell you, it was murder.
he literally branded a guy. Like
That was up, bro. That was one time I was like, Batman, you're a fucking piece of shit, bro. I'm not rooting for this motherfucker.
yeah,
Batfleck, you can go back to fucking Daredevil. Get the
dude,
fuck out of here.
it's even worse in the ultimate cut because that dude dies in
Oh
prison.
my god. Oh god, dude, I know. And the
I haven't
Ultimate Cut is the only one they have on HBO Max.
I haven't even seen the ultimate cut.
Dude, I hate watching that scene because it's like I would never want to get stabbed to death
Oh
by
man,
being stabbed in the stomach of all places
it's,
with
it's
abs.
just like
Imagine how much that hurts. That's like understating it.
We said he died too. I bet that hurts
he
more.
literally dies. Like he just like
They show you the guy dying, Zack Snyder.
Oh,
We
that's
need
fun.
we need a Snyder cut of BVS, but like a good one this time.
did you
Well,
If that's possible.
remember I told you he's re-releasing it in
yeah,
theaters
they are making the Snyder
and
cut of
edited.
BVS.
Yeah,
Well,
he's
they
literally
edited it,
making
but
it.
how much can they do? Because they already have a theatrical cut, and they already
I
have an ultimate cut. So
I wish
what
they
else can they do?
I wish they'd do that for Man of Steel too.
Well, Man of Steel actually deserves a director's cut. That shit never got one.
Because I mean there's some things that bother me about that movie.
You say that, Swifty, but then I remember that Zack Snyder has like 3 cuts of Watchmen, so
I know, right?
He has 3 cuts.
yeah, he has the theatrical cut, he has the director's cut, and then he has an ultimate cut.
Oh my gosh.
Did he release the ultimate cut?
He did, yeah.
Zack Snyder's
He
all over
released
the fucking
two
place.
alternate cuts for the same movie.
Yeah.
That's weird. I've still never seen that movie.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Well,
um,
okay.
anything else to chime in for Wonder Woman?
No, just
Watch it.
Okay. So, guys, that's gonna be it for for today's podcast.
that's it. That is the last video. This is the last podcast we're
of
ever doing in
of 20.
2020.
Yeah, I mean, technically the New Year's stream will start before
Well, that's a
2020.
stream. It's not a podcast.
Well, okay, you are right. I mean, this is the last podcast we'll record in 2020, but this will be coming out on January 1st. So you are right, sort of. But
And also, you guys won't be able to watch us for another year. Um, because technically 2021 is 1 year away. It's also a month away, and it's also a day away, and it's also a week away. It's
Wow,
everything away in one day. Hey,
wow, nice, Dr. Seuss.
thank you. All right, now I'm just making this thing drag.
That's what you always do.
oh man, that's been our motto for like the last 2 months.
Drag it or bag it.
Drag it fucking night. Oh
Bag it
boy.
and tag it, drag it and bag it.
Anyway,
There it is.
um, I guess just as a question for both of you, but what do you have planned for 2021 for your content?
New YouTube content. Um, I'm not exactly sure, to be honest with you. I'm actually at the moment, well, I've been all day. I've been like recording Arkham gameplay for my channel just to have it, like, so I can put it in videos for the
Okay.
background. But I just been recording gameplay. I streamed a couple times, so those are going up on YouTube today. Or actually, not they're not going up today, but I streamed today. And yeah, just I guess I'll be doing live streams. There's not really much news on video games, so maybe just like top 10 lists or something, or like reviews of things that I haven't talked
You,
about.
Mm-hmm.
you know what my main plan is?
Why don't you
What's
tell
that?
me that?
I'm gonna quit my job
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Great.
because
get the hell
that
out of
is
that
the
place, bro.
that is the only thing that will bring me happiness.
Fuck your job.
Quitting my job because I hate it.
Yeah.
And if my boss is hypothetically listening to this podcast, which is very unlikely because he's a 30-year-old overweight dude.
Really digging in deep.
Well, it's good because I don't like him. But if you're listening, I don't like you. I'm gonna quit.
I don't like you. I'm gonna quit. I thought you were gonna say something like
Yeah.
"fuck you."
I was gonna say it was like that was what I was
I
waiting
don't
for.
like you, and I'm gonna quit.
Well, I
You're gonna
can't
tell him that the day you quit.
I can't technically say that right now because I'm in my house.
You know, no, you know what you should do. You should, when you're ready to walk out the door, you should just have this part of the podcast ready to play.
I mean, I was literally planning a speech in my head today,
Wow.
Wow,
like
he's close. He's ready.
of a very loud speech at him. I mean, I already told my Swifty my original plan. Do you want to recite it for the podcast?
We don't have the
I don't
time.
know. Do I?
We don't have time for this shit. You know what though? If you want, we could probably do it for the New Year's stream. We'll just throw that in there somewhere. So,
Sure.
all right, all right. Anyway, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share all that fun stuff. Be sure
And
to
subscribe to me now.
subscribe to
it.
both of them.
Do it.
Be sure to follow me on everything, such as Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and also join my Discord server because I got some really interesting stuff planned for that. So, yeah, that's happening. I hope you all have a great night. Thank you all so much for watching, and don't forget to take care of yourselves.
and yours.
See you
Happy
guys
New
later.
Year's.
Don't get hit by Twisted Tea on your way out.
See you guys.